And Egypt unveils proof of ancient coffins excavated in Luxor. And now to details. Under the auspices of President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, the Supreme Constitutional Court held a ceremony to celebrate the Golden Jubilee of the constitutional judiciary in Egypt. Representatives of 48 delegations of Supreme and Constitutional Courts from Arab, African and foreign countries came to attend the three-day celebrations. Details.
President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi tweeted Saturday, marking the Golden Jubilee of the constitutional jurisdiction in Egypt, where he expressed his pride of the Supreme Constitutional Court for its long-established judicial experience and traditions. El-Sisi wrote on his official Twitter account, "On the occasion of the celebration of the Golden Jubilee of the Egyptian constitutional judiciary, I affirm my and all Egyptians' pride of the Supreme Constitutional Court for its long-established judicial experience and tradition since decades, which have managed to overcome several challenges it faced over the past years in order to uphold the principles of justice and what it represents for the protection of rights and freedoms." The Supreme Constitutional Court opened on Saturday a celebration to mark the Golden Jubilee of the constitutional courts in Egypt. Organized under the auspices of the President, the celebration was attended by 48 delegations representing Supreme and Constitutional Courts in Arab, African and foreign countries. The event was also attended by Minister of Justice Hussam Abdulrahim, Minister of Al-Awqaf or Endowments Dr. Muhammad Mukhtar Gum'a, Minister of Planning, Monitoring and Administrative Reform Dr. Hala Saeed, and Minister of Transport Kamil al-Wazir. The three-day celebration is set to witness dialogue sessions between the court president and his deputies, as well as between presidents of the Supreme Constitutional Courts participating in the event and members of their delegations. The sessions are due to tackle mutual interests of those responsible for constitutional jurisdiction and its various systems.
President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi met on Saturday with a number of presidents of the high constitutional courts participating in the ceremony held to celebrate the Golden Jubilee of constitutional judiciary in Egypt. The president stressed the importance of the pivotal role of the constitutional courts in activating legal protection to the citizens in the frame of the constitutional legality to realize the balance between the rights and freedoms of the citizen. The head of state also expressed his pride, all Egyptians' pride, of the Supreme Constitutional Court, with its experience and legal traditions, which succeeded in facing many challenges to protect rights and freedoms. El-Sisi reiterated the importance of raising public awareness to boost the role of law and legal institutions to enable the state to face current challenges and threats, on top of which is terrorism. The meeting witnessed an open dialogue between the president and the judges, tackling a number of issues as the Arab, African and foreign ones expressed their keenness to benefit from the Egyptian expertise, which is considered as a model of judiciary independence and respect of law. Egypt strongly condemned the Afghanistan bombing that targeted a mosque during the Friday prayer, killing about 70 worshippers. Egypt's Mufti Shawqi Allam slammed the bombing, offering his condolences to the families of the victims. Allam said the targeting of mosques and places of worship around the world by terrorist groups proves the absurd and dark ideas of these misguided organizations that know nothing of the principles and foundations of religions. The Mufti also called on the international community to take all the actions needed to confront terrorism and attempts to spread extremism and sectarianism. Meanwhile, villagers searched for the bodies of their loved ones on Saturday in the rubble of a mosque in eastern Afghanistan that collapsed in a blast during Friday prayers, killing 70 people, including dozens of children, and wounding at least 36 people. At least 27 of the victims were school children, and about 350 worshippers were inside the mosque when the blast happened. However, some people were still missing. French President Emmanuel Macron received Pope Taudros II of Alexandria and Patriarch of St. Mark at the Élysée Palace in Paris as part of the Pontiff's tour of Europe. The one-hour meeting touched on the situation in the Middle East in the light of the Egyptian war against terrorism. Pope Taudros noted that Egypt enjoys security and stability despite the unrest that many of the neighboring countries are suffering from, stressing that the Egyptians are one fabric and nothing was able to hurt Egypt's national unity. Thousands of demonstrators poured into